Alrighty, and welcome back to day 7 of being an Amarr pilot. Today we're going to focus on more of the air career missions. We're going to first go, as always, on a new day, knock out our daily goals. We'll do a manufacture item real quick, and then we'll scan 5 signatures down. Since we are still in the beginning area of the game, where you have your career agents, it's always the easiest to scan those 5 down. I always recommend buying whatever ammo type you use and keep those blueprints in your item hanger so you can get that daily goal done really quick. We'll go ahead and get into our explorer ship, jump out of the hangar, and yeah, we'll just scan down 5 quick anomalies. I've been playing more and more around with these anomaly scans. When you're at the career agent mission area, honestly, you can set the scan radius to 4 AU and quickly scan down each object and not have to worry about it. At 4 AU, it takes 2-3 scans and you'll get 100% really fast. Sometimes you'll get 2 done in one shot. I've even had 3 in one shot, depending how close they are. They're meant to be easy to scan down, so it will allow you to quickly get that daily air career goal. If you do that one in the future in other locations, you might have to warp to 2 or 3 systems. So we're just taking advantage of being in the area where the air career agents are. Alright, now that we got that done, we're going to go ahead and search for our ores and our asteroid belts. We're looking to finish that Scordite run. We're about halfway there, so I'll find the Scordite section and we'll log that down. Now it looks like our nearest Scordite is really a jump away, so we'll go ahead and set the destination and head to that system. I'm going to take a quick look to see. Oh no, I can get it in the current system, so we don't have to go far. We just go to one of the belts in the system. We'll go ahead and undock and head on over there.
Break it down.
As we get undocked here, I'm just going to go ahead and pick the closest asteroid belt to warp to. It's all about being time efficient. The closer you get to it, the closer it is, the faster you get to it. And don't forget, open your air career program window and make sure you're tracking the current air program mission you're looking to complete, especially with the ore, so you can kind of keep track, especially if you've done multiple hauls. All the air career missions for mining just require you fill the ore hold of the venture once. It usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes depending on your mining skills and upgrades that you're using. I'm just kind of going over my different options. Right now the Tech 2s will work. I mean, you're going to burn off some residue, but you know, it's all about speed and efficiency. I'm looking to see what it would do with the upgrades if I put in the modulated miner, which uses the crystals, which really will up your overall volume you can mine, but it increases the residue depending on which crystal you use. A just hammers it apart, has the highest residue, and then B and C's kind of lower it and allow you to be more precise with lower residues. In high sec, I just use A crystals, but you know, when you're in future corporations and you're doing mining ops, they'll usually want you to use the B or C crystals so you're not wasting any potential ore for the operation. Additionally, since the catalyst upgrade, we now have criticals, which would give you the opportunity to get even more from a rock. It doesn't take more out of the rock, it just allows you to get more from the rock. And now's a good time, you know, if you're in high sec, You can be careful, pay attention to your surroundings, but you can do your discovery mission while you're waiting for your mining to complete. Keep in mind, you're limited to how many you can do per day when you first start based on your skill points. And there's only so many you can do every 5 minutes or something. It'll let you know when you go too fast. See, like right there. I said I went too fast. You just waited 10 seconds and open it up again and you should be good to go. Also, with the new catalyst upgrades, the mining cycles, they've broken it up into quarter segments. So it's still the same per minute, but now the cycles go faster. So it actually requires you to do a little more micromanaging, especially when you're using mining barges or the exhumers. But all in all, I think it's a positive upgrade for the mining part of this game. Now, don't forget when you're mining in space that there are the occasional NPC pirates, or rats as they're commonly referred to, that will come out into the belt. You'll need to launch your drones. But I accidentally warped away from the belt, realized I forgot my drones. So come back to the belt, scoop them back up to your drone bay by right-clicking on them. You can see where it says scoop to drone bay there. Click on that, and they'll go right back into your drone bay. You can scoop them to the cargo hold, but you won't be able to launch them. You'll have to move them to the drone bay when you're back in station. Drones do cost money, so you don't want to waste them unnecessarily. If you were doing this in low sec and a player warped on looking to gank you, leave the drone. Just go. Run as fast as you can. The drones are cheaper in that situation and really don't cost you. Your ship would cost you more in the long run, unless you're running some really expensive drones. All right, time for business. Remember, like, subscribe, helps the channel grow. I'm looking to do some more in-depth guides for you guys here real soon. I also got a big project I've been working on over the holidays, so I'm hoping by I don't want to say March. I don't want to set my timetable too far out, but I'm hoping I can get my project done. You'll see more of that coming up soon. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but I think it'll be a big help for new players and even veteran players who are looking for resources. But we'll talk more about that in future videos. When you get back, go ahead and reprocess your scordite, and that fulfills another air career mission for the reprocessing part of it. And then I'm looking at this crucifier blueprint to possibly make this as part of the production part of the air career missions, in making ships. I think you have to make a frigate, a cruiser, a destroyer. I think it's just those three: frigate, cruiser, destroyer. And there might have been a hauler. I'll have to look that up. But once again, free money from the air career mission, and as well as getting you closer to that goal of getting those skill points, which will come in handy later. Alright, now we're off to the Pyroxes. I'm never going to say that name right. Pyroxes. Once again, I went ahead and track that program so I could see, and I'm going to continue working on my my discovery mission. Takes once again about 20 to 25 minutes to fill the hold. Through the power editing, we just kind of bypass that. You guys didn't need to see mine for 20 minutes. That would have been a little on the boring side. But all in all, today's getting through this mining part probably took me less than 2 hours. Go ahead and warp back. Dock up in my station. Once again, I'm going to move it from my mining hold to my main hold. And we'll go ahead and reprocess that as well to get that reprocessing claim done. And go ahead and right click on that, hit reprocess. And yeah, you're not going to have the best reprocessing skills when you first start, but it really doesn't matter. You know, if you really need higher reprocessing, you can work with somebody in your corporation. Somebody's bound to have the high reprocessing skills, and you can also take it to various player-owned stations that will up your overall reprocessing. But until you actually start getting into industry and wanting to build things so you can get money for more things in the game, don't really worry about it in the beginning here. What I'm looking at now is I got to get the last ones. I got to get the Plagioclase. I'm just kind of looking to see how far away the jump is, but the plan's going to be is I'm going to go ahead and since I'm done with the career missions, I'm going to go ahead and take everything I have here, and I'm going to work with my alt, and we're going to get it all in the Corp stations, and I will finish up the mining tomorrow once I get everything in the Corp stations. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and Boomer says good night as well. He's all nice and comfy cozy in his blanket there. Alright, till next time. See you later.